Have a look at two problems from the bottom of that worksheet, and these guys are a little bit more complicated. So let's see what we've got. We've got a binomial multiplied by a trinomial for number 13, meaning we have to distribute the x to the 3x squared, to the 3x, and also to the minus 1, while also distributing the plus 1 to the 3x squared, the 3x, and the minus 1. Now a number of you have seen the box method for doing that, and I can show you the box method in this video. We take, in this case I think it's easier to take the trinomial, the longer expression, 3x squared plus 3x minus 1, and I'm going to make those the headings for the three columns, and the binomial I'm going to put on the left hand side, x plus 1, and I'm essentially going to make a box out of everything here where I've got 6 cells, each of which contains the product for the headings. So for example, this cell here contains the product of the 3x squared and the x, which is 3x cubed. 3x squared times the plus 1 is just 3x squared. X times 3x is 3x squared. We'll go across again. X times minus 1 is minus x. The plus 1 multiplied by the 3x is a 3x, and the plus 1 multiplied by the negative 1 is minus 1. Now, in some instances, not all, the diagonals are your like terms. So for example, in this case, the 3x squared and the 3x squared are like terms. I can combine them. They're both positive, so they add up to 6x squared. These diagonals, the 3x and the minus x, they are like terms too. I can combine those to 2x. And the 3x cubed and the minus 1 have no like terms, so my final answer using this method is 3x cubed plus 6x squared plus 2x minus 1. Make sure we don't confuse that answer with the plus 1 from the box method I did. But inside the badly drawn rectangle we have our answer. To do this one, we have a 3-term expression, a trinomial multiplied by a trinomial. Again, I will write one of them along the top. It doesn't matter which one we go with. This time I can write this first expression along the top. I have x squared plus 2x plus 1 multiplying x squared minus 2x minus 1, and I have a box that has 3 columns and 3 rows, so as long as I can write small enough I will have 9 entries. So as I draw this out, you can start thinking about what my answers will be, and it's fairly quick to combine them. X squared times x squared is an x to the 4th. Minus 2x times positive, let's go along the top first, because in this case I think it's worthwhile doing it systematically. So my x squared times my 2x, I can put this plus 2x cubed, and my x squared times 1 is x squared. Now my negative 2x. Negative 2x times x squared is minus 2x cubed. Again, look, there we go. Those diagonals, like terms. Negative 2x times positive 2x is negative 4x squared. Notice the diagonals. Negative 2x times positive 1 minus 2x. Rattle through the last line. Minus 1 times x squared minus x squared. Minus 1 times 2x minus 2x. Minus 1 times positive 1 minus 1. Another x squared term. This long diagonal has 3 like terms. These slightly shorter diagonals have 2 like terms, the x cubed and the x terms. And my x to the 4th, no more like terms to go with that, and my minus 1. It's going to be a complicated answer, so I've hardly given myself room to write it. Let's see if I can squeeze it in over here. I have an x to the 4th term. I have minus 2x cubed plus 2x cubed. Well, that's handy. They cancel each other out. Minus 4x squared is the biggest term. Minus 1 more x squared gives me minus 5x squared. Plus 1x squared takes me back to minus 4x squared. Again, these ones on the outside here cancel each other out. So minus 4x squared. My negative 2x and another negative 2x is minus 4x minus 1. Just about squeezed on there. Gives me my answer for number 14. X to the 4th minus 4x squared minus 4x minus 1.